Kanye West has left the world amazed as he gets serious about his late mother Donda's passing, disclosing stunning subtleties that suggest she was forfeited for his notoriety. The thought that progress in Hollywood requests the penance of a friend or family member has flowed for quite a long time. In any case, only sometimes do we witness a noticeable big name straightforwardly examining this questionable point. In an uncommon disclosure, Kanye reveals insight into what he accepts happened with respect to his mom's penance, a confounding case that has abandoned numerous in dismay and interest the charm and glitz of Hollywood. There's a side of Kanye seldom seen: a child grieving the troublesome loss of the one who assumed a vital part in shaping his life and vocation. Dr. Donda West was Kanye's mom, yet additionally his associate, motivation, and rock. Kanye West, the notable rapper, maker, and style head honcho, has forever been known for his daringness to rock the boat. Yet in the midst of his disputable persona, there lies a profoundly private secret encompassing the death of his mom. Dr. Donda West in 2007. Right after Dr. Donda West's passing, the world grieved with Kanye as he attempted to get a handle on the misfortune. In any case, as the years passed, Kanye's despondency transformed into something more significant, a chewing doubt that there was something else to his mom's troublesome end besides what might be immediately obvious. In a pivotal disclosure, Kanye West has revealed until recently never heard insights regarding his late mother, Donda's passing. He has made a really considering guaranteeing that she was forfeited and turned into the casualty of the shrewd Hollywood elites. My mother ain't here. My mom was forfeited. My mother ain't here. My mom was forfeited. The conviction that making progress in Hollywood requires forfeiting somebody you love has been a deep-rooted idea, yet huge VIPs seldom talk about it transparently. Nonetheless, Kanye has ended that quietness, revealing insight into what he accepts happened with his mom's penance, igniting incredulity and interest among his crowd. Kanye has wound up in conflict with media outlets in the midst of his sincere disclosures, notwithstanding being really boycotted and confronting abrogation from corporate substances, including Adidas. His long-lasting associate, Kanye, stays unfaltering in his interest to uncover the hazier side of Hollywood. His new meeting with the everyday stardust uncovered frightening cases about the business, proposing that his refusal to be controlled is the reason he faces such kickback. They have zero control over me. You get what I'm talking about? They have some control over Shaq. They have some control over Charles Barkley. They have some control over LeBron James. They have some control over Jay-Z and Beyonce. In any case, not you, man. In any case, they have zero control over me. You seeing ain't no name. I won't name. It's up. They have no control over me. You get what I'm talking about. They have some control over Shaq. They have some control over Charles Barkley. They have some control over LeBron James. Much thanks to you, control. Jay-Z and Beyonce. I know you, man. In any case, they have no control over me. Regardless of the difficulties, Kanye keeps on standing firm, promising not to withdraw until he exposes the clouded side of Hollywood. Notwithstanding the stunning disclosures about his mom's passing, Kanye West addressed an arresting subject concerning Hollywood penances. He intensely affirmed that his mom was forfeited and turned into the survivor of the Hollywood elites. Before we dig into Kanye's cases with respect to his mother's shocking destiny, we should give some setting, as this isn't whenever we first caught wind of the baffling conditions encompassing Donda West's demise. Dr. Donda West's startling passing happened on November 10, 2007, at 58, following difficulties from different corrective systems. While the dissection report proposes that different post-usable elements could have added to her end, it additionally takes note of no proof of careful or sedative misfortune or any issues with the surgeries. The agent clinical analyst, Louis Pina, expressed in the report that the way of her passing couldn't be resolved absolutely, adding to the vulnerability encompassing the heartbreaking occasion. Following giving the coroner's report, experts in Los Angeles started a careful examination concerning the conditions encompassing Donda West's grievous passing. Their discoveries featured agitating subtleties that caused a commotion and strengthened the secret. One critical disclosure was connected with the plastic specialist, Dr. John Adams, who had carried out the strategies on Kanye's mom. It became visible that Dr. Adams had a background marked by past convictions for DUI, driving impaired, and had been engaged with something like 2 significant misbehavior settlements. These upsetting realities raised worries about the ability and morals of the specialist associated with Donda West's clinical consideration. Moreover, soon after Donda's passing, Dr. Adams showed exceptional way of behaving that simply added to the interest. The specialist didn't have anything to do with his mother's passing. Donda West endured the medical procedure well overall. She was at home on November 20th, 2007, during a live appearance on Larry Ruler Live. He unexpectedly left the show, declining to respond to inquiries regarding Donda West's medical procedures. This atrocity energized hypothesis and further filled the doubts encompassing the conditions of her passing. As the examination proceeded, the public's interest developed, and the inquiries encompassing Donda West's inopportune end stayed unanswered, leaving a haze of vulnerability and hypothesis over the heartbreaking occasion. The secret developed when Dr. Adams, the plastic specialist who worked on Donda West, stayed quiet about the particulars of her surgeries with his past DUI capture and association in claims. Many individuals began conjecturing that he may be liable for Donda's terrible passing. The absence of straightforwardness just filled doubt encompassing the case. Notwithstanding, the story turned strange when Dr. Adams showed up on Inside Release and made a frightening case. He recommended that Kanye West holds the way into the unadulterated truth about his mom's passing. This disclosure further increased the interest encompassing the episode and prompted conversations about the dubious Hollywood penance. Kanye West can end this by coming clean. In an astonishing turn, Dr. Adams moved the fault towards Kanye's cousin, Stephen Scoggins, an enrolled nurturer liable for really focusing on Donda after her medical procedure. I'm really standing up now since it appears to be commanded. As indicated by Dr. Adams, Stephen purportedly left Donda unattended following her system, during which somebody apparently directed 20 pain relievers to her. This woman ought not be dead, Adams said. All he needed to do was sit her up. Adams said of Scoggins, who he said wasn't watching her. What's Donda West issue? It advises us that particular and upsetting events inside Hollywood frequently stay protected from public information, whether Kanye's disclosures are altogether precise. The shadows cast over the diversion world advise us that there is a side we might in all likelihood never completely grasp. Tell us your contemplations in the remarks beneath and try to hit that buy-in button and turn on notices so you don't miss any of the show. Until sometime later, remain tuned.